What's up? alexy1 here playing Rubikon. This guy's pretty good. We've played him before. And we get a Sicilian. So yay. Oh, I removed that. That wasn't really what I was going for. I think I'll go f3 for a change. I haven't done this in a while. Now c4. Knight c3, I guess. Bishop e2. Bishop e2. Oh. Is this a bad move? I think it is, yeah. Okay, so bishop e3 seems to be the only move. But he can take on b2, but I guess knight b5 might be a problem then. So, obviously there was no other move than bishop e3. If e5, then we have knight f5, or maybe even knight a4. I guess critical is knight takes b2, but then knight b5. And okay, so if he has to go back, then it's fine. So then he just gave me one tempo. Queen d2. Ooh, knight d5 might actually have been a move. Yeah, I think I'll go knight d5. So he has to take, and then c takes him. It might have been better to do that one move earlier. Or it might just not have mattered. Okay, well, this knight, where's this knight going to? I think we can go bishop g5 here, actually. So we maybe want to go f4 e5, we maybe want to go knight f5. And also, I mean, we're threatening somewhat to take on f6 now, because then d6 would be hanging. Yeah, I don't want to allow bishop takes b3. d5 though might be a move now. If d5 takes, bishop takes, queen takes, knight takes, bishop takes e7, knight takes e7, and c5 would hang, I guess. Well, this is also definitely a move. Yeah, I'm not really liking this. We can go knight d4 now and plump this knight on f5. Yeah, this is pretty nice. That was an added benefit of this rook c1. So this is positionally very good for us, because now d5 is really weak, this square, so that's very good. Let's just play b3. We need to watch out for him to play, because he can play d5 maybe in the future, and we don't want that. But for instance, if he goes d5 now, we can take on e7. But this is like, he's preparing d5 now, I guess. Well, let's just attack that pawn. Yeah. So if we take on a5, what happens? He's gonna take on e4, I guess, yeah? Oh, we can just win this pawn, maybe. Just simply win the pawn. Yeah. Okay, so now we're just a pawn up. I'm gonna try and win c5 now. Rook c8, I guess. And what's next? What's next? I don't really have a plan yet. So that's gonna come in the near future. Oh, this is annoying. This rook is going everywhere. d7, e7. I need to keep defending d5. But I don't want to allow rook d7 or rook e7. So that's why I don't want to go to the e file. Let's just activate my king somewhat. He has a couple of weak pawns, so it should definitely be in our favor. Let's try and open this up. I'd rather take with the rook. Oh, damn. I don't have a lot of time either. Threaten some stuff. Pin some stuff. Yeah, let's just take there. Yeah. Ooh, not go. Let's not go to e4. That would be very bad. So this is a draw now. Well, we can still. Ooh, I'm not sure if it's a draw now. Don't think it is. Let's not get flagged. That might be a good idea. So luckily we get the win. Yeah, let's have a look. It's made in 4 now, as you can see. So the Sicilian, we've had a bunch of times now, and yeah, this f3-9. I've played this a bunch of times as well. The main point is c4. White postpones knight c3 in order to play c4, but we need to defend the pawn, so that's why f3 is a move. If you want me to play something else, just hit me up, let me know, I'll try. Yeah, e6, e4, I'm not sure about this at all. But queen b6 was a bit of an annoying move. There's not really anything else than bishop e3. Because, well, it's attacked, and if we go, for instance, knight b5, he has either a6 or e5. It's all, I mean, this is the only move. But this is, I guess, critical. I was planning on going knight b5 here. And just try and win that pawn back, but it seems like knight a4 is winning. Bishop c1. Oh, I think I can remember this. I might have had this once. I'm not sure. I can remember a line like this. I don't know. Strange. I might have had that. Anyways, he went back to c7, rook c1, now a6, and here, yeah, knight d5. I played it one move later. But knight d5 it's clearly a good move because his pawn structure is totally destructed. Destructed? Messed up, at least. That's what I'm trying to say. But now knight d5 is less good due to the extra defense on c6. King h1 is not a good move, it seems. The best idea was to go g4. And I understand why this is nice. It's double-edged, because we're giving black some ways of mating us, because we're just opening up our king side. So black gets some targets. But on the other hand, all his pieces are on the wrong side of the board for him to mate us. And we can just try and go either g5 or knight f5. Because one of the ideas might also be just to go king h1 and then knight f5, and if he takes, g takes, and just, well, let's say first we go knight f5, because then king h1 isn't really necessary yet. But if he takes, we can take with the g pawn and then play king h1, rook g1, and we have an open file to work with. So for instance, if we go like this, even though the engine says it's equal, well, that's because black has definitely counterplay because of my worse structure. But if he just moves on, then we can go king h1 and just rook g1 and just try and mate him. I'm just trying to give some examples. I'm not saying this is by any means forced, but g4 is a good move. King h1 is useful, but it's slow. And here knight b3 was better as well. I don't know. It seems a bit strange as well, this bishop g5. But it was just somewhat annoying him. with the pin. We could go bishop d3 and then f4, maybe. I don't know. I was a bit planless here, to be honest. Knight b3, bishop c4. Yeah, I was deciding between... Oh, I hate when that happens. Forward 37. I was deciding between knight a5 or bishop c4. Knight a5 is useful because we want to control this square, and we don't want to allow him to go bishop takes b3, so those are the two options. Bishop c4 is fine, I guess. Knight a5 here is better. Yeah, agreed. Rook c1, and here he... Well, he makes a misstep. He goes a5, and if he can push a4, then it'll be good, but unluckily for him, we have knight d4 here. Because otherwise a4 comes and his knight has to move somewhere, other than d4 obviously. But knight d4, yeah. The queen has to move and then we have a super nice square on f5 and also d5. Because we can also go bishop takes f6, knight e3, knight d5, and then we'd have a very nice square for a knight. Positionally, that's also pretty good. b3 just to hold some squares. c4, a4, defend those squares. And here it's interesting. We went rook a4, I believe. The ancient likes knight takes e7, which is quite a commitment unless you're winning some material. Queen c7. Oh, and then we have bishop takes f6. That's the point. So we are winning material here. Yeah. Yeah, then it's good. Then it's good. We went rook a4 first. Yeah, rook a4, d5, and now we took, and we won a pawn. So yay. We could have taken on a5, but that it feels a bit odd, because we're giving him a chance to win in the center, and we're not winning another pawn. Because if we take here, we instantly lose. Well, that loses, but yeah, well, that loses. Because if we take back, then rook d1. So instead we went rook d1, because if we compare these two pawns, our pawn is somewhat better than his, because well, our pawn is better defended. It is a passed pawn, whereas his pawn is not a passed pawn. So it makes sense to try and hold this pawn, unless we're getting a totally winning ending if we trade these pawns off, which we are not. So it makes sense to not try and trade those against each other. But it's hard to improve our position. We went g3 and tried to give our king a better square. King g2, queen e3 here, g4, which was the right idea. But from here on out, it's a bit of a time scramble situation. Check. And yeah, we traded off some pieces and all of a sudden it's a draw. So what should we have done? Ah, queen e3. That's a pretty nice move. Because we're threatening queen h6. So g5 maybe? Because if we take, then we suddenly lose. But just rook g4. Yeah, okay, I agree. Yeah, but then he has to go something like that. And that sucks as well. d6. Power moves. I really like it. Because if he takes, I'm guessing queen h8. Yeah. And we get so much pieces in. King has to go rook e4. We get a piece in on an e8, and yeah. It's horrible. Rook e6, we might even be able to take it. Because he can't go queen takes because of queen d8 mate, so. At the very least we have queen g7 check afterwards. Queen c8, wow. Yeah, I'm guessing this is pretty bad for him because his king is in the open now. And we are a pawn ahead as well. So we should have we should have went queen e3 here. Instead, we chose to get into a drawn ending, which we managed to. Well, even winning now. Which we managed to win still. Rook d4. I don't see how this is winning for black, but it might be. He's a pawn down though, so I'm guessing this is still a draw. At first I wanted to go king e4, but that's probably not the best idea due to this move. King f2. And there's not really any way for me to move forward unless he makes a dumb mistake like g5. Because this is just pretty weird. Yeah, I was calculating d6 here. And this is not easy to defend this pawn from queening. But whatever, rook d1 works as well, I guess. And it's was necessary not to get black there, that's all. So yeah, pretty interesting game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you also enjoyed my game versus Caruana, let me know. Let me know what you want me to do. I'm thinking of making a video once a week or something like that about a nice game or a sick game or whatever. I have a lot of old games in my library, which are interesting to show and see, either against very good players or just outright nice tactics or something like that. So if you guys want that, let me know. Hit me up, comment, share, like, whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye bye.